Yo, Sonny! What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Quick video. If you have some scrap wood laying around the house, these were some 2x6 pressure treated pieces I had left over. Had an old grill stand. Took the top of the grill off. I'm using this. Not bad. Grab the 2x6s, brace them together, and you're going to sand all the holes. Those were all the holes used from the previous screws and stuff. Then you're going to grab some of this plastic wood filler, all purpose. You're going to fill in all the holes. You're going to let this dry. We're going to give it a quick sanding. All right. So when you let the wood putty or wood filler dry, you're just going to sand it. You want to get it down like this so all the holes and imperfections are nice and smooth. Alright, so we'll continue to do the whole table. Do yourself a favor, have a tarp handy in case you're doing this project and it starts to rain out of nowhere. Cover it, let it dry, and we'll come back to this in 24 hours. Alright, so we're back out here 24 hours later. It's dry. We're going to sand. I've been sanding it. Just go through the process. Once you go through it and you sand it, it's nice and smooth. If you have an air compressor, blow it all off, clean it off. If not, just get a brush, do it real quick. Okay? Then we're going to get the stain. Alright, so after the table's been sanded, all the spots have been filled in with wood filler as much as you can. It doesn't have to be perfect. It is outside. Alright? The main thing is you want to make sure you try to cut back on splinters. If somebody's using it, you know, you don't want anybody to get hurt. So we're going to grab a rag, pretty basic. Get yourself a stain that you'd like. I'm going with a gray stain. And we're going to rub we're going to take this rag, basically put it in the stain and just rub it all over the wood. Then when that's done, we'll give it another coat, 2 coats, maybe 3, depending on what it looks like. And then we're going to put some polyurethane on top, 2 or 3 coats of that, just to give it a little bit of protection. So let's get started with the stain. So it's pretty basic. Open it up, shake it up, take your rag, dip it in the stain, use a glove, and you're just going to go back and forth with the grain. Just like this, back and forth, nice and easy. Try to spread it out as much as you can. Go for another one. Get these little crevices, you want to kind of get in all different directions just to get it filled in. Get the side. And if you like it as a distressed look, you don't have to put as much on, and then take your rag with the drier spot and give it a wipe down and you can see the difference. Alright? If you like it darker, obviously you put your stain on a little bit darker. And again, when you get to these spots, give it a twirl or a swirl there to fill it in. I kind of like the distressed look a little bit. So let me finish this with the stain. We'll see what it looks like with 1 coat. If we want 2, we'll put another coat on. Then we'll put the polyurethane on when it dries. We'll let this dry first. Then we'll poly it 2 or 3 coats. And it'll come out nice, a nice finish. Alright? So if you're looking to build something with scrap wood around the house for your barbecue area, this is the quickest and easiest way to do it. Alright, let's finish the staining up and we'll see what we have when we put the poly down. Alright, now that the stain is completed, we're going to do the polyurethane. Let this stain dry for about an hour or so. Use a foam brush if you got one. I don't have one on hand, so I'm just going to use one of these rollers. It's a foam roller. I had it in the trailer, it was spare. And we're going to just, basically what I'm going to do is, because it's such a small job, I'm going to just dip this right in the polyurethane in the can, pull it out slow, and then I'm just going to rub it up and down on the 2x6s and give it a coat. We're going to let that dry. Make sure it's not windy and you got a lot of dust and dirt flying around. If it is, don't do it. Do it when it's a calm day, because you'll get a bunch. When this poly dries, it'll be rough. We're going to give it a light sanding after the first coat if it is, and then we're going to give it another coat of poly. So that's all you do. So let's give this thing 3 coats, 2 or 3 coats, and we'll see how it turns out. You can see after you shake it up a little bit, it's like a white foam. All right, let it drain a bit. I'm going to take it up to the top. Just going to give it a nice roll. And you want to kind of roll it out where it looks like, you can see it's like a white milk foam. Don't forget the sides. This will dry and you won't see it. Try to make it, as even as possible. You don't have to push down hard. Only when you get to the crevices and stuff where you want to fill in, apply a little pressure. Again, try to evenly disperse this stuff around on the table. You get to a hole like that, kind of want to fill it in. This stuff will give you a protection against rain and stuff for a while. It's always a good idea to, every couple of years, if you want to keep something like this, give it a quick sanding and then another couple of coats of poly. But if it's inside, you don't have to do it, obviously. You can see how I'm doing this. I'm putting it all out nice and even. Keep track of where you're putting your coats. You can see it's pretty simple. See the way it looks, but it will dry a nice shiny finish. And again, you don't want to do this on a windy day, or if your neighbors are doing any kind of cleanups or they're blowing leaves or anything, because it'll find its way on top of this table when it's drying. Okay, so let me finish going around the tops and the sides, and then we'll see what it looks like after the first coat is dry, and we'll take it from there. Alright, now that the poly is dry, this is the second coat. It feels nice and smooth. You could feel it. It's almost like a bar top when you go to the bars, cuz. And that's it. Get yourself some old wood, put it together. Build a bottom if you don't have one like I had laying around. It's portable, it's got wheels. Screw it together, sand it, stain it, wood fill it. You know what I mean? Do the whole process, and you could use this as a table for the summer. Alright, take care. Thanks for watching. And what do we got to do now? Yo, Sonny! Hey, there he is. Alright, we'll catch you on the next one. Thanks for watching. And subscribe to the channel if it helped. And share the video. Gets to other people. Helps the videos go farther. And hit that bell for notifications for the next one to come in. And boom, you'll be able to watch High Ridge Handyman.